Alright, so I had my first experience at the doctor's office, which is in this building with Planet Fitness. Very different, very kind of quick too, because there was not a lot of middleman like it is in the States. I came in, signed in, went straight to the doctor's office. He did all the vitals and everything like that. Came back out, paid, and that was it. So on to the next experience, which is the glaucoma doctor. Right after I go for my labs and then to the pharmacy. So I just finished my lab work. I had to come to the hospital to do the lab work. I'm not going to show the lab because there's people here. So information coming. With my adventures, I had to reschedule my eye doctor appointment to tomorrow. So fun fact with that. But anyway, quick little view of the hospital. And we're out. Okay, so I'm outside the hospital now. Everything's going very quickly, I will say that much. Getting then in and out of the doctor's office, and I'll summarize that when I get home. And then the lab was very quick too. I'll go over prices and stuff like that when I get to the house too. But so far so good. Now to the pharmacy. Alright, so just left the pharmacy, got all 3 of my prescriptions, which includes my vitamin, for a really good price, so I'm pleased with that. Tomorrow I'll be going to the eye doctor, so I'll track all that. But this is the little round where we pick up for the Mall of Africa, for the Uber and the boat. So waiting on that so we can go to Pretoria. Catch you tomorrow. Peace. Alright, so it's a month later. I'm just not going to the eye doctor. Exactly 1 month later, so stay tuned. Alright, so just left the ophthalmologist. Good visit. Another one of the situations where I went straight to the doctor, saw the receptionist first, and then went back and saw the doctor. He had all the equipment in his office. In the States, I would have gone to one place for eye pressure, seen somebody else for this test, somebody else for this test, seen a practitioner, and then seen the doctor. But I went straight to the doctor. The doctor's office is in a private hospital. What's called a private hospital here. I got to come back in 2 weeks because my pressures are up, which is to be expected because I didn't, ran out of my medicine that I had from the States. And they gave me like a substitute medicine, but it was like burning my eyes, so I wasn't taking it like I was supposed to. He's giving me all new stuff. He did a really good job, and I'm pleased with him and everything. So we shall see. Coming back in 2 weeks. These drops, I think I have like 4 drops now. And one of them is like the Lumify that I take, which gets rid of the red that's in my eyes. But he said there's a drop that does that as well, that also reduces pressure. So hopefully this cocktail of eye drops will help in reducing my pressure so that your man would be good. Anyway, eye doctor done, general doctor done, next to the dentist. Peace. My bad, as I was editing the video, I forgot to talk about pricing. Now, I'm not going to give exact prices of medicine because that's revealing the medicine that I took, which is like not your business. But anyway, in comparison to what I had to pay in the States, remember in the States I had insurance, and here I've elected not to get a medical card. That's what it's called, because I don't want to be paying for every month for medical insurance or medical card, medical coverage. And I'm not going to the doctor every month. Now, if I had a chronic condition or something like that that needed to be monitored on a monthly basis or more frequently, yes, I would do it. But because I don't, just going to an initial doctor's visit, I paid out of pocket. And going to an initial ophthalmologist visit, I paid out of pocket. The follow-up would be out of pocket. And I'm sure the dentist will be out of pocket. The medicine so far has been very reasonable. very reasonable. Remember, I'm paying for everything out of pocket, so it's actually paying probably less than what I paid to than what my copay was in the States, including how you pay for you go to a doctor's office and then you get a bill, which is like new. When I first started working back in the early '90s, you paid $35 copay and that took care of everything. And now you pay like a $35 copay, and then you have an additional bill that will come later on. This is the part that the insurance didn't cover. Like, what? What's the purpose of having insurance? But taking that into consideration with the copay that I had to pay for the ophthalmologist and the general doctor, considerably less. So, very pleased with that aspect of living in South Africa. There are two different types of hospitals here. There's a public hospital where services are basically performed free, but you basically have to plan to spend the entire day there because there's a queue before the place even opens, and you stand in the queue all day long and wait to be seen, and then you're seen. It's not as personable, from what I understand. It's what I went through with a private doctor. I didn't feel rushed. I just sat there, we chit chat, talk. There weren't a lot of people there in line waiting like there are in the States. It's like when I saw my doctor or any of the doctors, it was like I had 15 minutes and they were out. This experience, no, they took time. I got to know both of them, very well, so I'm very comfortable with them. And hopefully it will be the same with the dentist. But in the States, it's like boom, 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 give me your money, and then look for this bill to come out. So it's like, kudos to South Africa for that. But the dentist video will be separate. But like I said, everything is considerably reasonable, and I'm very comfortable just paying out of pocket instead of paying monthly for a medical card or medical insurance. I forgot what it's called. But in the long run, it's more beneficial for me to pay out of pocket than to pay something every month, go to the doctor once a year or twice a year. So, yep. So now we can end the video. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe.